This is the time an Armenian genocide survivor assassinated two Turkish diplomats in California. This took place on January 27th, 1973. On that day, an Armenian American man named Gurgen Yanikian rented a cottage at the Biltmore Hotel Resort in Santa Barbara, California. Pretending to be an Iranian man named Yaniki, he invited two Turkish diplomats from the Los Angeles consulate to his lodging. The diplomats were named Mehmet Baydar and Bahadır Demir. He told the diplomats that he possessed an Ottoman-era banknote and a painting that he claimed were stolen about a century ago, and he intended to return them to the Turkish government. The men ate lunch together and had a cordial conversation. At some point, Yanikian revealed to the diplomats that he wasn't actually Iranian and instead was Armenian and a survivor of the 1915 genocide. At the time of the meeting, Yanikian was 77, and it was believed that some 26 members of his family died as a result of the massacres. Immediately, the diplomats began arguing with Yanikian, who then brandished a Luger pistol which was hidden in a hollowed out book. He shot both men 9 times. He then grabbed another gun from a drawer and shot them both in the head, finally killing them. Afterwards, he called the hotel's front desk and informed them of the murders. At his trial, he expressed no remorse and stated that he had assassinated representatives of the government that had perpetrated the genocide. He ended up being sentenced to life in prison. On January 31st, 1984, Yanikian was paroled due to poor health, and he died about a month later at the age of 88. His actions have been seen as the inspiration for the start of an international militant campaign by Armenian nationalists that would last until the 1990s. In fact, prior to the killings, he had sent a letter to the press advocating for the Armenian diaspora to attack Turkish diplomats. The killings were cited as a direct inspiration for the establishment of the Armenian Secret Army for the Liberation of Armenia, or ASALA. This was a left-wing paramilitary group that was active in the United States and internationally. It sought to create an independent Armenian state, as well as to force the Turkish government to admit responsibility for the Armenian genocide, something that Turkey still denies to this day. In Turkey, the murdered diplomats are remembered as victims of Armenian nationalist political violence and are considered to be martyrs. Several schools and streets in the country are named in their honor. If you found this interesting, follow for more stories of America's underground.